We've got a gorgeous fall day drive down to UNCC to pick Johnny up for the long weekend, and JB should also be here. Probably when we get home, JB will be here. So it's going to be a great family weekend. Johnny's going to spend some time at his father's house and spend some time here. But we'll have the family, you know, family together. Hey, buddy. You doing good this morning? Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, I had to come out here last night. I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock. I heard cats fighting, and it was Stripe and Panther down here somewhere. And I stomped on the front porch quite hard, and Stripe left, and Panther actually came right up on the porch, came right up the stairs. So he was not injured, neither is Stripe, but I guess Panther was down on the ground using the bathroom, and Stripe was in the vicinity, and Panther didn't like it, and thank goodness nobody was hurt. We're supposed to have thunderstorms today. Yeah, when I was down on the ground, I noticed they had knocked that piece of wood off the tree. It had kind of slipped and wasn't really holding the tree up straight very well anymore. I'm surprised the cat bumping it in any way could have knocked it off, but it was fine yesterday morning and not this morning, so cats, maybe, probably. Good morning, Gray. How's my sweet pea doing? You know who's going to come visit you today? Johnny's going to come visit you. Yeah, he'll be here for just a little bit tonight, and then he'll be back later in the weekend. Hi. Hi, honey. Hi. We set a 40-minute timer. Yeah. It's good to be out here for a few minutes. We did the math with Jules. It pretty much takes 3 hours to the Pop Martin Student Union with a 15-minute stop to use the restroom and supercharge. Yeah. And so, in other words, we're trying to get out of here by about 11. And it was a little after 10 when we got up here at the park. But walking is critical to me before sitting in the car for 6 hours today. So it's all good. And Don and I were poking fun at what the grass seed did here. It all fell into the crack where they will be using the edger to get rid of it. And it may have come, I guess it's come up a little bit. You can see on this side in the other grass. But it particularly came up well at the crack along the edge. Poor landscape, guys. It's 11:24 a.m. and we're just now leaving the driveway. It shows us stopping at the Charlotte supercharger and getting over to the student union, which is just what we put in because we picked Johnny up around the corner from that. Right at 2 p.m., which is what Johnny was expecting, and you know, so give or take a few minutes. But we're gonna probably stop at Thomasville instead of Charlotte, because we don't want to go to Mallard Creek in that busy Harris Teeter shopping center, and that Thomasville is easy on, easy off. Plus, you know, we're going to need to use the restroom before basically we're all the way at UNCC. Don and I have both got full cups of coffee, baby. Full cups of coffee. I am really excited to build this maze set, and I brought it in the car with me today with my handy dandy storage bin and appropriately Halloween themed hand towel, which helps the parts not to slide around too much into one corner and not be so loud. This is 332 pieces, so it's highly likely I can build it on the road today, get it done. It's really cool. I can't wait to test it out. Some of you might remember a year or so ago, I got tired of not having a pair of scissors in the car, and I bought this little woman's colored, what do you call it, Donnie? Multi-tool that has scissors on it, because this has the, instead of the punch holes, which I hate, it has the tape. The tape is super strong. You're not getting that off without damaging the box. Anyway, I pulled out my scissors from the glove box and I'm opening. You'll notice we are seeing a little bit of color, more than I thought we had noticed around the house for whatever reason, just I guess open area here along the interstate probably gets pretty cool. And but we were expecting some rain today. It's already passed over Johnny, which is good. When he comes to walk to us with his stuff, he won't get wet, but we'll probably go through it between here and there, some sort of a frontal boundary. Anyway, the leaves were prettier before it got so dark. They were pretty in the sun. We'll have a chance to see them again when we take Johnny back. Yep. Oh wow, I am enjoying this color out here right now. That is getting pretty. Well, we should, like I always say, we should have really nice color the first week in November. So that's, you know, we're getting there. It's getting to be time. It'll happen quick. Some of these nights in the 40s. And yeah, that's a red Model 3 up there. Don says he swears he saw her. It is a female driver. Her charge port flap opened one time, but he's been monitoring it since then and hasn't seen it happen again. So I wasn't looking up then. I was helping him watch also a little bit, but it's hard to see. Wow, Donnie, look at the color. What a great day for a drive across the state.
Yeah.
I love the oranges.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
So Don decided he wanted to stop at Salisbury, and then he got curious. Are we past Thomasville yet? Just seriously, just curious. And Thomasville's listed as reduced capacity right now. So I guess we made a good choice in picking Salisbury from the get-go. Although Ruby should have rerouted us to a different location if there was a problem with that one charger. But anyway, we're in Salisbury. It's 1:25 p.m. and we'll only be here for a short time.
Yep.
I just finished putting it together, and it is really cool. Although the ability of the little basketball to actually traverse the maze without falling out is next to zero. And this spot right in here, I don't understand how they expected that to work. I'm gonna have to see somebody's review on YouTube, I think. And yeah, this is the one at the Culvers.
144. All right, so she's 156. So she's 159, 160. So remember, we don't do much more than 160, 165. So she's doing 168, 170, 172, 74, 77, 180. Okay, so 180.
She peaked at 180, and we were at 80 miles when we started. That is one very pretty, cool, large planter.
Yeah, well, we got some of that periwinkle stuff in our yard, right?
This is Vinca.
Vinca.
And I did not plant Vinca this year. It's sort of similar to Impatient, but it prefers more sun.
This is pretty. What is that?
I don't know. But this is Mandevilla vine. The thing up top in the red.
Yeah, we got some of that.
Not this year. It's very pretty. Yeah, we got what, 3 compliments on our jack-o'-lantern shirts, our orange shirts, and just walking to the bathroom. Don is smarty pants. He asked me if I wanted anything, and I'm like, no. And I'm like, yes, I want a pumpkin concrete, but I'm not getting it.
Well, maybe when you come by back to the food.
Not sure how it got to be we're getting to Johnny at 2:30-ish now, but it is.
Right here.
Oh, there's some red on the interstate now. Okay.
That's what's going on.
Well, we did talk to this really nice guy at the supercharger that just bought his wife an X. He was driving an older S. Yeah. He's an air suspension fan. I don't blame him one bit. And anyway, we were there a couple minutes longer than we needed to be, but not 30 minutes worth. Yeah. Okay.
The red is what the problem is. That's why.
Okay, whatever that is, hopefully it's not getting worse as we approach it.
Yeah, on a Friday afternoon. Why would it get worse on a Friday afternoon? No, of course not. So I'm glad I was paying attention and saw that red, because we saw a traffic sign that said the road was closed. One of those message board signs, a real one, said the road was closed at exit something. 63. And I like dived off on US 29 at that point And it's basically a straight shot on 29. Of course, now 29 is going to be all these, but it is 55. It's going to be all these traffic lights.
Yeah, and I guess it's going to route us back over to 85, but around the crash point.
The crash is up
here's
here.
where the crash is, and here's where we're going to get back on 85. We could stay on 29 longer and it get us down to the university, but it's probably not as good as the interstate at that point. So.
Right.
Yeah, the car did catch up to what Don's phone was saying, but basically Don looked at the big screen, said 29 parallels 85 down, I'm hopping on 29, and he went before I could even get Google or Ruby to do anything different. So, you know, you're in Kannapolis and you're not too far from the Concord Motor Speedway, Charlotte Motor Speedway, when you're at the corner of Dale Earnhardt Boulevard and South Cannon Boulevard. We're on campus. It's 2:30. Our little alternate route kept us from being delayed too much. We're going to try to see if it's safe to go back up 85 or not.
Shortly, yeah.
And Johnny's going to be over here on the left somewhere in just a minute with his robot bins in tow. You're here! I'm so happy you're here. My grin is wide.
That's correct.
Well, northbound due to onlooker delay has been pretty darn slow, and obviously something not good happened over there.
Yeah, it's even a little bit more up past this. This is like part B.
Part B, and there's more.
Part A is up there, yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, this bus has rear-ended something because the front of the bus is all smushed.
Is smushed.
The side is too.
But the bus is nice and intact, so.
Yeah.
Almost around the side smushed too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've had several problems with the bus, but it doesn't look penetrated much, so that's
Right.
good. I mean, it was 45 minutes to an hour ago, so they're
easy.
still cleaning it up, obviously. Well, we sure hope no one was seriously injured. Wow, these people are just sitting. I mean, the road was closed. There was a tow truck vehicle there. They were basically had it blocked.
Yeah, well, there was an exit there, and the cars are exiting at that exit, but the problem is it's a one-lane exit going up to making a right turn, going down a one-lane road. So it's just probably backed up on that one-lane road all the way back to wherever they got them getting on I-85.
Well, thank goodness, Donnie, we got off when we did. You did so good today. I think I'd be, I mean, I know, anyway, thank you.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention. You don't want to be stopped in that. That's just too much. I mean, this is almost 5 minutes later. They broke the traffic up into multiple sections trying to get the cars exited at multiple exits.
Right.
And this is where Don and I got off, and it's just that backed up now. There are still people getting off at that exit, but we come really close to be sitting there for a couple of hours, really close. Wow.
Got lucky.
Yeah, well, our time with Johnny is precious. I feel for the people involved, but I wouldn't have really appreciated sitting for our Friday night. So we're here in Thomasville, 41 miles, gonna charge as long as it says to charge. Last I checked, it was like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm leaving it up to TeslaFi to let us know how long we were stopped, but not very. She tried to tell us we could leave with gonna get home at 6%, and Dawn stayed a few minutes longer. I think it was 14%.
Yeah, something like that.
And then we've decided, instead of stopping at the Smithfields in Siler City, which is an hour out, we're just gonna go to the Smithfields Chicken and Barbecue in Fuquay, and then on to the house. So Dawn has fixed the routing to show us that, but we're a few miles up the road now, getting off at 421, and for some reason, that's the luggage carrier back there squeaking. For some reason, there's kind of a slow up getting on to 421, so I don't know. It shows a slow up right here at the exit. I cannot imagine this road being really particularly slow ongoing though, and it doesn't show that it will be. Hopefully not.
It's just this down here, this merge is, it's like you merge once and then you merge again.
Yep.
And you know, some people just don't pay attention. They don't plan ahead. They don't look. They just, expect to be able to merge any old way they want. This one is one you have to think about just a little.
Right. That's the backup coming into Siler City on US Highway 64. I'm glad we're not caught in that either. Somehow we've pretty much lucked out at all turns today.
Don't jinx us.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. We got 32 miles, and we're in Holly Springs. We're still planning to stop and get Smithfields, but it would be nice if it would count your home where you charge every day as a known charging location, so it wouldn't pop up this message, because it doesn't scare me and Don, but it could scare a new owner.
Right, and we've got home plugged in as the destination.
As the destination, so it should be.
And you would think it would say, oh, well, I've charged at home lots of times.
Yep. Well, we're pulling in at 19 miles, a couple minutes after 6. Got the Smithfields. JB ought to be here, and he said 6:30 was his estimate. Originally, he was going to be home before us, but like I said, he ran into weather and traffic. It slowed him up.
And we got lucky.
It did rain here, but we didn't drive through the rain. He's here! He's here! JB's here! Yay!
My trip.
Oh no, what happened at the end?
I hit the biggest rainstorm I've seen in ages.
Oh no!
It was like the sky
Well, we're
turned.
so glad you're here safe.
Oh man.
You're only missed it by 6 minutes. That's not bad. Did you have one of them trick computers in there like we have in the Tesla?
I have my little ways.
You did really good.
Yeah.
I was going to say, give JB a hug. He was telling us, though, that the end of his trip was, hey, sweetie.
Yeah, we had sunshine all the way up to the South Carolina border, then poured down rain, big traffic jam for miles.
Oh.
We got through that, and then got all the way over here where you turn off 95 on to get 401, the new one.
Yeah.
And all I saw was black.
Yeah. No, we
the
saw
whole-
the black, but we never
it.
caught it.
Yeah,
We
well,
never caught it.
well,
Yeah.
I should have went to Dunn.
Oh, okay.
But I-85 was closed north of Charlotte, and we had a detour, a really bad accident, closed the interstate.
We saw it early enough that we got a good detour.
Well, we're so happy you're here.
Yes.
Oh, me too, man.
All right.
There's Smithfield's chicken and barbecue. It looks good. Looks good, Johnny.